I want her out. I don't want her to just stay there. I need her gone because, see, if she stay there, there is a chance that she can get reconnected. See? Because if this one realizes that she ain't got the hand no more, this one here is a prayer warrior. This one here I'm fixing to sit in behind her. So I don't need her to even be able to stay. I need her gone. So sabotage is gonna take on a whole nother level. See? Yeah. So what you want to do? You want to go hang out sometime? Don't let sabotage let you drive now. See. It'll let you drive because what sabotage needs is to find out where you weak at. Sabotage needs to find out what your desires is that you ain't conquered. See, you see what I'm saying? See, I can't just come and project my stuff on her. If you know what I'm saying? See, if let's just say I'm alcohol, or let's just say I'm drugs, I can't come push that on her because she's still right there. So there's still an element of her that knows right from wrong. So what I got to do is I got to hang with her long enough till I can get her to tell me what her weaknesses is. And when I find out I wish somebody would hear me in here today. When I find out what her weaknesses is, we're going to use that. Okay, so you like to smoke a little bit. Well, girl, come on, let's go smoke. She leaving, ain't she? Huh? Yo, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So what girl say? Well, see, you like them yin yang twins. You want to do the twerking later. Well, let's go twerk a little bit. You see she leaving, don't you? You see that, don't you? She leaving. Just a little bit by a little bit. But see, it came all in the form of deception. Every bit of it was a form of deception. Every bit of it was sabotage. It's slick. It done tore up a lot of homes because it's slick. Appreciate it. Thank y'all. So, now I need y'all to understand the scripture. Let's go back to the scripture now. It says, and whoso breaketh a hedge. Notice, I got her to break that hedge, didn't I? And what happened? What that serpent did? Okay, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Now, run over to the next book in the Bible. It's just right behind. Turn your one page, Song of Solomon. Go over to chapter 2 in the Song of Solomon. Let me show you something. Chapter 2, Songs of Solomon. Scripture, y'all hear me quote a lot. I'm finna show you where it's at. Songs of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 15. Actually, I'm going to pull it up to 14 to give you full context of it. Songs of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 14. It says here, O my dove, thou that art in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs, let me see thy countenance. Let me hear thy voice, for sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely. It says, take us the foxes. What kind of foxes? That do what? For our vines have what? So do you see what it's after? Them little foxes after what? Them tender grapes. The truth about a Roni, she's a sweet little girl. Want them tender Ronies. It said them tender grapes, right? Yeah. I need to get you, boo. I need to get you before you can even get matured. See? Oh, God. The spirit of sabotage will show up before you can even develop to where you need to be. Because it doesn't want you to develop. Spirit of sabotage won't spend as much time trying to mess with me. I don't mean that wrong. I don't think I'm trying to say I'm all that either. What I'm saying to you is I'm more mature. See, it likes to get you in your infant stages, in your place of development. Let me give you a classic example. The Lord calls you something, gives you a name or an assignment. The Lord would say I publicly anoint or publicly, I don't want to say the word ordained, but if I publicly in front of folk declare who you are, and I say you are an intercessor. Okay, your life may not be that of an intercessor, but I've declared that publicly in order to set the wheels in motion for you to become that intercessor. Immediately, guess what's coming? Coming immediately. Because the grape is, that's right. It's coming immediately. So you are going to have your greatest struggle with sabotage in the infant stages of a thing. Because if I can kill it before it even starts, it won't ever get no momentum. It won't take off. It's hard to stop something once it done took off, because you then have a mindset that I'm out here now, shoot. I ain't no stopping now. We're on the move. No stopping. No stopping. One of my songs. Ain't no stopping us now. So if it can get you in the infant stages of it, if it can get you right when you say I'm a Christian, if it can get you right when y'all say I do, it's the small foxes, it says, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines have tender grapes. All right, now run over to Matthew chapter 16. Let me get all my scriptures, at least a few of them out the way. Matthew chapter 16. Sabotage. I'm at your neck today. Matthew chapter 16. Matthew chapter 16. Let's start at verse 20. Matthew chapter 16 and verse 20 says, Then charged he his disciples that they should tell no man that he was Jesus the Christ. Let that fall. Let that fall. Sabotage want to tell some secrets, don't they? Huh? Sabotage wants to hinder the success of something. See? He did not want them to know that he was Jesus Christ for the simple fact of sabotage. Because sabotage wants to hinder the success of something. If you are in covenant relationship with me, I'm going to use me as an example. If you are in covenant relationship with me, and sabotage is working his butt off, you know why? Because there's something great that could come out of our relationship. You can't deal with me and be a fool. I can tell you that off the rip. That's one thing going to be eliminated. Because I'm too smart to be dumb. So that's going to automatically be eliminated. You can't deal with me and not be a progressive mover. That's another thing going to change about you. You ain't going to be lazy. You going to be at something. You deal with me, you're going to go after the fullness of what it is that God has for your life. So that's another thing. So it's going to come after the relationship of the covenant, because it does not want you to achieve any of that. Do you see that sabotage has a motive? I need y'all to understand that. Sabotage is after what's great. if it did not have any great significance to it, sabotage wouldn't even be messing with it. Matthew 16, 21 again, verse 20, I'm sorry. Then charged he his disciples that they tell no man that he was Jesus the Christ. Verse 21. From that time forth, Jesus began to show unto his disciples how that he must go into Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and the chief priests and the scribes, and be killed and be raised again on the third day. I need y'all to really stop and just pump your brakes on the scripture, and I need y'all to look at the folk that were trying to hurt him. I need y'all to read them names again, so y'all thought them was haters that were trying to kill him, didn't you? See, you better look at your word. You better pay attention to your word. I'm trying to tell you. Had a young man call me yesterday. Me and him were talking. I said, there's got to be something going on with this cat here. Because this cat is hanging on to me. It's something to this right here. This is like a notable dude. I can't release him yet. But dude called me. We were talking. And he said, man, something changing with me. He said, I'm going to go to church every Sunday. Everything, something changing with me. He got through talking. I said, hey, listen, let me tell you something. You better watch sabotage. I said, I don't mean no harm what I'm finna say to you. But please listen to me real good. Watch your mama. Watch your wife. Watch everybody. I said, you better watch me. Because it don't care who it use. You hear what I said? It don't care who it use. How many of y'all done been hurt by your children before? Anybody in here ever been hurt by your children? It don't care who it use. Huh? It don't care when it's trying to destroy. He ain't got no respect of person. Like he gonna say, well, I'm not gonna use him. That is her son. He don't care. I said, watch everybody. One particular person, he said, no, I don't think I gotta watch them. I said, okay. I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm gonna leave that at that. That's what I said. I'm gonna leave that at that. How many of y'all in here willing to tell the truth and say that you done been upset with somebody that you love, and in your mind you wanted to do something to them or wanted something to happen to them? Okay then, my point exactly. I say you better watch everything. I tell them at trip, you better watch me. If I get to tripping, get away from me. Sabotage ain't got no respect to person. When it's trying to get something, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. With their feet, help them, I will. Well, in the garden, he used who? Against our own? Okay, then. Okay, then. Huh? But do you know the ultimate one he was trying to sabotage him against? God. I done told you. Y'all better pay attention. I read slow. I read slow. Because I need to see. Verse 21 again. From that time forth, Jesus began to show unto his disciples how that he must go unto Jerusalem. I got an assignment there. I got to go. But I'm going to suffer many things of the elders. Elders, right-hand man. And the chief priests. And the scribes. Now the elders are the right hand. So these are the ones in position and authority. Then he says of the chief priests. So these are going to be somewhat synonymous of the pastors, the chief priests. Then he says, and the scribes. Now the scribes were the people that wrote the laws. They were the ones that made sure they would kind of be synonymous to your policemen. They were going to be the ones that made sure that the laws was kept.